U.S.-Canada border reopening a no-go. There is no deal between the United States and Canada on reopening the border. Current border restrictions between the U.S. and Canada are set to expire on June 21, 2021. Both country leaders agreed that the time is not right to reopen just yet. The current border restrictions will remain in effect for one more month. Today, U.S. President Joe Biden and Canada Prime Minister Justin Trudeau discussed if there would be a next step regarding reopening the border. However, there will be no immediate action in that regard. A few days ago, the U.S. State Department issued a more relaxed stance toward travel to Canada, downgrading the country on its travel advisory list from Level 4 Do Not Travel to Level 3 Reconsider Travel. However, PM Trudeau has previously suggested the nation will not consider easing restrictions for travelers until at least 75% of residents have been vaccinated. The ban on non-essential travel at land borders due to COVID-19 began in March 2020 and has been reviewed and renewed every month since then. The current border restriction remain in effect until July 21. This ban does not apply to essential travel. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau has been reluctant to reopen the border, only so far announcing that in early July it would ease quarantine restrictions for Canadians returning home and others who have long had the right to travel to Canada. This does not affect U.S. citizens crossing into Canada in any way. But as far as Americans crossing the border, the PM so far has said there is no deal. With the rate of COVID-19 vaccinations accelerating in Canada, the argument for keeping the border closed is getting weaker and weaker. The director of the Border Policy Research Institute at the University of Western Washington, Lori Troutman, said she expects the border might reopen before U.S. Labor Day, which is September 6, 2021. Other experts are predicting optimistically perhaps late July, and more conservatively, Thanksgiving in late November. Right now, public health officials are saying it is safe for people that have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 to go without masks and to socialize without social distancing. That being the case, there should be no reason why vaccinated people should not be allowed to cross the border. The hurdle appears to be Canada's relatively low vaccination rate. In the U.S., 43.85% of its citizens have been fully vaccinated, while in Canada, the figure was just 12.22% according to the Johns Hopkins Coronavirus Resource Center. This would be the second summer that the land border has been closed to leisure travelers. While Canadians have been able to fly into the U.S., American citizens do not have that same privilege to fly into Canada.